morning, guys. You are welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Abiola Adebimpe. I welcome you all once again. It's been a while. It has been from one word to the other, but I'm glad and I'm happy to be here this morning. This is a Monday morning. It's a new day. It's a new beginning for every one of us. So, what are we talking about this morning? So this morning I would like to share one or two things with you. What are we talking about? We're talking about toxic workplace and toxic leadership. You will ask yourself, does this exist? Sincerely they do. But most of the time we don't see ourselves in such a situation not until we feel hurt, not until we feel dissatisfied. It's something I've been in before. It's something I've experienced before. I have a toxic, let me say toxic boss, and it was really challenging for me. It was really challenging for me because we have worked in the past. I've had like amazing bosses. We've worked together and it has been superb. But the one I encountered, it was out of this world. And how did it start? It started from, abuses. It started from using bad languages. It started from, making you to feel less of yourself. I will only use like one or two practical examples so that you have a clear knowledge of what I'm talking about. I started working with this person that should be in January, and I was, because of the nature of my job, I was actually posted into property management department, and property management department you write a lot of letters. And during my interview with this man, I told him initially, I said I don't have any experience in this field and I really do not mind if I'm coming in, you mentor me, look into some things. Fine. The good thing is I have an open mind, to learn. But the most shocking part of it is, fine, I'll write a couple of letters, you go through it, I'll give it to you, send back to me, you correct and all that. So there was this time I actually wrote a letter and sent it to him to check through to know if it is okay. And at the end of the day, he made a statement like, why do you have to make these silly mistakes? That even my child in the secondary school cannot make this type of mistake. Hmm. That statement struck me like, oh really? And for my mind, I was like, why can't you leave me to make my mistake? For my mistake, then I learned from my mistake. But he's not looking at it that way. He's looking at it that, okay, you're a master degree holder. So in a way, I don't expect any mistake from you. So in a way, I want a perfectionist. Let me put it that way. It was really like amazing for me. Don't let me use like a negative word. So it gets to a point whereby it affected me personally. It affected my thinking. It affected my work to the extent that it got to a point I had to call my husband and tell my husband that it seems something is wrong with me. He said, what is wrong with you? I said, sincerely, because it seems I'm not good again. It seems I'm not the best again because I look at me like, oh, I'm the best anybody can have. So I feel it makes me feel less of myself. So my husband has to encourage me like, don't make somebody's word manifest in your life. The only thing you need to do is to be positive about everything you are doing. Your thinking, your mindset, just keep your like the positive vibe. Keep it alive. Just ignore every negative thing. Even when I still think about, oh, my work, hey, how do I go about it? I feel like even when I write some letters, I'll be praying, God, don't let me see any error. But still, you still see, and you will talk like can I do it from head to toe. And the most painful part of this is I have co-workers, and when I talk to them like, oh, this person said this to me, this person said this to me, this person shout on me, blah 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 blah. That how do you people cope? At least I have people that I meet there like you've been working with him for a while. How did you cope? and they will tell me, oh, that they are used to it now. That one is even small. That my own is even small. That our own is big. I'm like, so why are you still staying here? And most of them will be like, there's no job outside. Let me just keep managing what I have. And that is what I don't like to hear. Like there's no job outside. And I feel if anybody should tell me there's no job outside, it shows you are not, you are not a good person yourself. If you are well equipped enough and you know I'm somebody someone would like to hire, I'm somebody who loves to work with, then the issue of there's no job outside will be half of it. When you have the necessary skills, and when I'm out there, even though I go for any interview, I'm the odd cake. Like people want to hear from me, people want to know what I have. When you are loaded, people will definitely work for you. So my co-workers have the mindset of, oh, there's no work outside there. So in this abuse, let me still stay there. But then my whole mental health, everything about it was being challenged because it got to me, like I started thinking about it, started affecting everything I do. Even when I write things, I write it in fear of, oh, when I give this to him again, he's going to talk about it, he's going to wash me down and the likes. But there's this particular day, I wrote another letter. I gave him the letter, and at the end of the day, I didn't even get any, he didn't call me, to abuse, to do anything. But the only thing, he sent a text message to me on WhatsApp. I don't know if I can still find the text message and put it here. And the text message is all about, if you are making this kind of mistake, forget it. You can't go far in life. Ha! That really hits me like, sir, you have gone to the peak of it. I told my husband, I said, no, I'm not going back to that company again. If I'm going back there, I'm going back there to drop my resignation letter. I showed my husband, I showed my former boss, I showed my like couple of my friends. I had to just screenshot and send it to them, like, see what this man sent to me. But I didn't let that get into me because my positive vibe is still, is still helping me. So I kept the message though. I kept the message, but I have to tell myself like, maybe you are better. Because I've worked with people, and they made me like a better person. I've worked with fantastic bosses, like they even in your mistake, they still correct in love. They still feel, okay, you can make mistake, okay, you can fall, okay, you are not the perfect person, but you can get better. But what did I do? I went back to that work and I dropped my resignation letter with immediate effect, like immediate. I don't even want to know if I have to give you maybe 1 month or what. I just said with immediate effect, and I packed my things and I left because I have to just gain my sanity back. I said I have to just get it back. I left the workplace. I think I worked there for just 3 months. I left the place. That should be March, and I got another job quickly. That's the most amazing part of it. Do you know the shocking part? The shocking part is the man that I write letters for, eh, that complaint, that was the same thing I experienced. It wasn't the same thing. Like I experienced the same thing during the interview for my new job. I was asked to write like 3 letters because the man actually wants to know if truly I know how to, attend to correspondences. So that was my interview, and the things I wrote, the man was, pleased with it and was happy with what I wrote, and the way I addressed issues that were given to me. Can you see what somebody was castigating? Another person was embraced me. Like I was telling my husband, like, but this man always complain about the way I write, the way I do things, and this is what this man sees in me, and he said, no, come, you must work for me. Can you see? The most important thing is don't look down on yourself. Hmm? Because if you are bad as you are another person's prayer point. Like, let me have you. So don't have the mindset of, oh, there is no job outside. If there is no job outside, there is job for you. The only thing is for you to position yourself rightly. Have enough skills. like be equipped, have enough skills to the extent that people will see what you have and they want to work with you and they want to hire you. Don't just stay on your BSc alone. If you're an ND holder, don't just stay on your ND alone. Strive to what? To get better. And to the glory of God, that my former place, I was okay. I had my MSc then. And to the glory of God, now somebody that said I can't go far in life, I am now an associate of the Nigerian Institution of Ethics, Surveillance and Valor. I am now my induction for SVABON registration board will be coming up in a week time. Can you imagine somebody that said I cannot go far in life? See the milestones that I've scaled through. Assuming I swallow that and affect it and I allow it to affect me, I'll still be on the same spot. But no, I did not give room for that because personally I love to be, to be cherished. I love to be valued. So if there's anyone else there, don't let anybody touch you down. Don't let any boss make you feel like, oh, if you don't work for me, you can't work anywhere. Don't let any boss make you feel like, oh, if you don't work here, you can't get any work outside. It's a lie. It's a lie. Big fat lie. People are still getting jobs. Hmm? People are still getting jobs. They are still recruiting and they are still looking for the best. The most important thing is be the best. Strive to be the best. Don't sit on just BSc. There are so many professional courses you can write. When people see your certificate, when they see your profile, they will be wild like this person must be an amazing person. An amazing person. Maybe in my next video, I will share with you the interview that I had with someone because they feel, oh, this lady is so loaded and it's like the person that has made me already like that interview. I can't lie. I cried during the interview because I was drained and exhausted because they actually want to know if truly this is who your CV is. And maybe that should be another video for another time. Sincerely. And again, when you're well equipped, when you have it all, be ready for challenges. Hmm? Be ready for people to scrutinize you. Don't look down on yourself. If you have any toxic boss, make him look like you can be better. And I'm sure that my boss, if he sees me today, he will be like, really? Because I already made up my mind. Sometimes all those words made us better, made us, bear the unbearable. You said to me that I can't go find, and that is the reason why I have to succeed. But I thank God because he said that word there, and I hold on to it to be like, you okay, I will show you. You get. So if you're in a toxic workplace, you have a toxic boss, please, for your mental sake, hmm? For your mental sake, for your health, so important. Don't make it look like you're not going to get job. My brother, my sister, you will get job. Job is still outside. Even if you don't have job, God can just give you one idea, and that will be a stepping stone to where you are going. You're in a toxic workplace because I received a message. Somebody was saying, I don't know how to get out. My dear, you know how to get out. You just don't want to leave. Maybe you are thinking of, oh, the fear of the unknown. Forget it. Just be positive, and keep striving. Be positive and keep striving. There is nothing too hard for God to do. I'm also a child of God. Hold on to God. God is the lifter of men. Hmm? Where men think, oh, they can lift you, God can surpass. So don't let them look like I own your destiny. No, God owns your destiny. Hold on to God. God is a life changer. He has changed my life in so many ways. As I am now, nobody can use any interview to threaten me. No boss can threaten me. I would rather stand my ground like this is what I want. So as a child of God, stand your ground. Don't look down on yourself. Be positive about your life. Be positive about situation. Be positive about you. Because it says in his word, he said every of our paths is like a shining light that shines bright. So if I'm in a toxic workplace or I have a toxic boss, it shows it's not a shiny path for me. As a child of God, I'm not meant to be humiliated. As a child of God, I'm not meant to be, dragged. I have to be the best in everything I do. So if you are not seeing the best in me, it shows I'm not the right candidate for you. Do you get? So I'm just here to encourage you. You don't know how to go out. You know how to go out. You know how to go out. You're thinking of that salary. That salary that you can make in a day. If God give you a superb and a great idea, a superb and a great idea, please get out. At the end of your life, if you don't work there, you can work anywhere else. You can work where people will value you. You can work where people will respect you. Hmm? Thank you all for watching. I hope with this, short video, I'm able to help someone that there is still life beyond where you are. The future is still bright. So get out of that workplace, get out of that toxic boss. Mm? Equip yourself. Don't rest on your certificate alone. Be handy. Read books. Be loaded. So many things. Be informed. Know something about everything. You might not know everything about everything, but at least a little. So that when you are acting, like I know during my interview, they were asking me about World Cup. World Cup. You see, that is the reason why you need to do that. God will keep enlarging us and our path will keep shining brighter. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.